So, right, guys, I've got something exciting to say as well. I now have 200 subs on YouTube, so thank you very much, folks, for helping me hit that 200 special number. Thank you for the 200th subscriber, whoever it was that did that sub. I believe it was last night. I woke up this morning and saw it says 200, so I was like, oh, neat, that's a nice Christmas present. 200 subs, yeah, let's have some hype in chat. And hi Peekaboo, welcome to the stream as well. How's it going? We're gonna have a good week, guys, because we've got 2 more streams before I go on my Christmas whole break. But I believe I'll be back in no time. The time will fly by and then things will be back to normal. So if you've been on my YouTube, guys, let's give a link in chat. Basically, what I've got here, I've got every single VOD of Raindrop Chronicles from the very first stream. So, we actually had the first stream 9 months ago. But we did have a couple of month break in the summer because I was on a bit of a hiatus, but we are regularly back to it. We've been streaming 4 times a week, and that is what it's going to be for the foreseeable future. And I'm also planning on uploading these and maybe even more tutorials over time. It can be hard to find the time, but I would love to do more, and I think only if there's something really useful to say as well that there isn't already a tutorial for, because this is a pretty unique tutorial. It doesn't currently exist, I don't believe. A custom here, I think. And oh yeah, I've got nearly 4k views on that video, so not too bad. Fantasia, thank you for that host. How are you doing? Cool. Final Fantasy 14 music. Yes, we've been playing that Final Fantasy music in the background for months now. I was wondering if we should change up, but I just like the music too much. And if I was going to change it up, it would probably either be another Final Fantasy game or an RPG game, or even the soundtrack of Raindrop Chronicles. Who knows? I'll probably only change it to something like different if I get complaints, copyright on my YouTube videos or something. But I haven't had any of that actually so far. So Snow, oh look, you've got a cute reindeer. I want that one. That's adorable. Lucius, what a cute reindeer that is. And thank you for the hype for the 200 subs, chat. Thank you very much. We got that quite fast. It wasn't too long ago when we hit 100. It was only a few months ago, I think. So it's going to do okay. A few people have even found me from YouTube, so that's not too bad. Maybe I should make a tutorial for my party switcher. I didn't see anything like it on YouTube when I was researching how to do it. You should, Elite. I encourage you. Because I believe that's why I've got so many views on that video, 4k views, because there isn't anything else like it. I feel like if I just did a carbon copy of an already existing tutorial, it probably wouldn't have had as much attention. So if you've got something unique, something new for people to learn, I think that would be quite valuable. Go for it, Elite. And it's surprisingly not my video with the most views on my channel. The one that actually has the most views I've got hidden away from you all because it's embarrassing. It has 16k views. It's some silly fan video I made of a ship because I'm a silly romantic. Rose, I will miss you after tomorrow. I know, Vantes, I'm going to miss you guys, but 2 weeks. It's only 2 weeks I'll be gone, and I think 2 weeks goes by quite fast. And you guys, you'll all be busy anyway, won't you? But if you're not busy over the Christmas break, Elite is doing a special. He's doing a stream very similar to mine. He's going to be making a community game, so check him out. It's only going to be a 24-hour game. I honestly really admire that. I couldn't even imagine making a game in 24 hours. The most I'd do in 24 hours is probably just make some Jesus walk around the screen. Or maybe. I'm slower. I'm not good at being fast at things. I will miss you too, yay. I'll be doing a sub stream over a break. Some folks might still be hanging out there. Yeah, so make sure to give Elite a follow if you're missing the stream and you want to get involved in something community How to attract random date requests from your male viewers would be a great tutorial, to be honest. Yeah. Hello, Rose. I watched the Story So Far video and I loved it. Thank you so much, Silent Loss. That's fantastic. I'm glad people find it of value. I hope you guys find it of value. Because at the moment, all we had was the Instagram little text written story things, but I think doing it this way is actually better and more interesting, and it only lasts basically 2 minutes and it's already summed up quite a bit. So especially like if you've been away from the streams for a while and you've lost track of what's happened in the story, they're very quick ways to be reminded of things and be up to date, because otherwise it's going to be very hard for new people and people who've been away for a while to get to contribute and understand what the hell is happening until episode 1 comes out. Of course, once episode 1 comes out, you just play the game and you can find out what happens. But while in between episode releases, I think those are cool things to get brought up to speed. Substream means something. I meant to substitute stream. We understand, Elite. How is the Pokemon going anyway, Elite? That's what you've been playing lately, isn't it? I'm really going to look forward to those videos in the future. It's such a nice bite-sized length. Fantastic job. Thank you for encouragement, Silent. You have no idea how much that means. And so it was actually it didn't take too long to do. It was just one night, a couple of hours on, was it Sunday evening? I think it was Sunday evening, wasn't it? Just a couple of hours recording some of the videos in RPG Maker, and just using Audacity to split it up in parts, and then I just put it all together in Premiere Pro, and I was like, yeah, it's 2 minutes long, perfect length. Yay. So what I think a cool thing to do would be to make a command of this. So I'm going to open it up. And it was interesting to do because I haven't done it much. I haven't really recorded videos exclusively for YouTube very often. The only one I have done is that, a custom hero tutorial. And it's very weird to do it. I suppose over time you get used to it, but it's so much different to being on Twitch live and talking to you guys. I was taking a break from Banzai Heroes dev, decided to stream a bit of Battle Tower Streaking, yay! When are you going back to your game? Sometimes it's perfectly, it's a good thing to have that break. I know when I had a small break, I came back really ready to get into it. Okay, so let's get our bot up. And guys, if you haven't subbed to my channel already, you know what to do. But we got the 200, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'll accept having only 200 for the rest of my life. Actually, that's a lie. I want all of the subs. Okay. So, timers, exclamation mark, story. Should we call it story? Right, so how are we gonna... Oh, we've already got a command for story. I'll delete that one because that's the one that links to our Instagram. Still going to use the Instagram probably, but probably just for screenshots maybe now. And we'll just we use the videos for story updates. Right. Okay, I'll give you guys a peek at my bot if you want to see my bot. When Rex visit, are you guys going to film a sequel to Deflatia? Me getting involved in that that absolute shockingness. You think you can imagine me in that silent, can you? I'm so innocent. Yeah, oh, I've already read that bit. Oh wait, okay, subscribe. Thank you, Neffel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Tons. And it's hard to say when the next Story So Far video is going to be up. Whenever we got a bit of an update, we don't want it to get too ahead because I want to keep the videos quite short at 2 minutes long. So probably do them fairly often. I'd say another good part to probably do the next video will be once we've fought the fruits and had the cutscene with them. So there'll be quite a bit of stuff to talk about there. Okay, so I need to think of how to word this one. So I did write a tweet. Don't have Twitter up at the moment though. Okay. Want to know what's happened in the story so far? Check out the videos here, something like that. I'm so innocent, Rose. You just got done robbing a bank, Rose. We know you, Rose, please. I'm the most innocent ever. I'm the purest streamer on Twitch. You can't deny that. Anybody that's not known me knows this. No lie. Show me her pot. Hi, Fox. How's it going? Fox, your pup is adorable. Cannot believe it. Check out that Adorable Pets channel, everyone, because I'm just absolutely melting whenever I see that pup. Okay, so I've got a command for it. It's a bit boring, this command. I want to like expand on it, but that pretty much just gets to the point. Now I'll link to the YouTube video of the first story, the first part of the story so far. Yay! Hi Pooh. Okay, so my favourite part in that video is Carol the Barrel, of course. And I'm very glad I've done it as well, because Carol's such an important character. I just want to show her off to people that don't know what's happening in our game. They'll be like, yes, a game with a talking barrel. My dreams have come true. Okay, so that's all sorted. Another thing I was going to say was, yes, I have put up all the latest piles in our Trello. So over the last couple of weeks, we have had a lot of piles on these guys. Our first ever Bloom Forest box. So there's actually 7 piles here altogether. So if you're like curious what the results were, everything is going to be archived on here. I've even put the dates. I'm a big old nerd. This one as well, we've got the Carol the Barrel Companions. We'll probably have a ton more of piles related to that when we revisit that side of the development. But we've kind of been working on this at the moment. This has been our focus. But I can see us going back to Carol and her companions in the new year. So we'll have to spend some time with her. We'll do her flashback sequence, and that'll be really fun. If I get a bit intimidated by the skill and battle side of things, I feel like that will be good to have a little wind down from it, because I get intimidated by skills and battle system. It's the most scary part for me in RPG Maker. He's currently napping next to me. Yeah, bless him. You are the RPG Maker Queen. I wish, Neville. That's what I aim to be. I mean, Elite said that his wife, who said that I was the Bob Ross of RPG Maker. I was like, what on earth? What on earth? That is like a bit of a compliment. Getting folks ready for the day. I've been doing a little else of them fussing the cutest puppy ever. Well, don't ever hold back in posting those pictures in the Pets channel, Fox. I would literally have hundreds of them if I could. Hi Rod, how's it going? It's good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful day, Rod. Okay, so that is about. I haven't done any more character sheets. I truly apologise, everyone. People like Fantasia and Dava and Master Emerald, etc., who are probably waiting on them. This month has been a hard one in general, because it's been it's been very hard to focus because it's Christmas month and with all the stuff going on. So it has been a slow month in terms of getting things done, but I'm going to get more productive in the new year, and those character sheets will be whipped up in no time. And we'll probably have some new ones to get added as well, because there's a few folks that have recently hit the 500 raindrops. Yay, huzzah, and yeah, thank you for the 200 subs. Right, so I've done all the necessary things, I think. Nothing else to say, so we can get straight into things. On a last Thursday, I was super sleepy, and at the end of the stream I says we're gonna focus on testing the skills in the battle system today. We're gonna actually see how they work, see if anything needs altering, which I have done. I've implemented the skills in RPG Maker now, all of them. The only one I was a little bit that I'm finding a bit tricky is the counter-attack one. And the reason it's a tricky one, it would be easy if it was a counter-attack with the lemon. Like if we hit the lemon and he counter-attacks, then it would be super easy. But what makes it hard is that it's the blueberry. The lemon has to counter-attack when we hit the blueberry. And I'm actually not 100% sure how to set that up. But so that's the only skill that isn't fully implemented, but all the others are pretty standard. But of course we're going to have to make sure that the battle is the perfect level of difficulty, not too impossible and not too easy. I'm not sure about this one though. I was looking into it. I really don't have a clue how to get it to work. And part of me wonders whether it's going to be too much for this battle to have that mechanic in. Anyway, I do love it, don't get me wrong, it's an interesting mechanic, but the battle could be very challenging, like too challenging, if we stop people killing a certain fruit in one at a time. So what do you guys reckon about that? I mean, we could test the battle and see how it goes, but I'm pretty lost on how to implement it, and it's probably not going to be impossible for me to do. If I could spend a good afternoon or evening and I might get it working, but I haven't had the time currently to spend time and properly sit down and think of how to get that implemented. Hectic time of year, yeah, it is. More puppy pics, yay! Instead of skill, can you have it set as combat events that triggers when Blueberry takes damage? Oh yeah, we could do it another way, I suppose. Because I was thinking, it's just, I have absolutely no idea how to do it otherwise in RPG Maker. We should open RPG Maker in a sec and get things, have a little go, have a little test. But one other thing we could do with doing, I've made a little bit of space here. Make the text a bit bigger. We need some fancy names for our skills. And I'm up for ideas on this. My idea was puns, fruit puns. So, for example, apple would have something like apple of my eye. God, I'm terrible at puns. There's gotta be more puns than apple of my eye. Peel it in my bones. Peel. Yeah, that's anything that was punny was kind of something that was a possible idea for skill names. Because I said it would be super cool to have it be related to fruits, like what they are, or painting, like to keep it consistent theme-wise. Because at the moment we do not have any skill names. They're super boring names. Literally all we got at the moment is, we'll open up RPG Maker and I'll show you. And you'll see what the skill names are at the moment. They're not very fun. So let's just open this. So we've got our skills here. Literally, just apple skill 1, apple skill 2, lemon skill 1. Yeah, at the moment, that's what they're named and just what they are: basic, attack, defense, buff, etc. So it's thinking of a theme we can go for names, something that keeps consistency. And I think the obvious one was fruit puns that relates to what the skill does. Like something like apple in my eye. I don't know which one that would be most appropriate for. There's probably other puns that could be considered that could fit better. But we don't even have to go with a pun thing. But I think the pun thing is quite playful, and it fits with some of the other skill names we have, like leave me alone for our toxic plant. Wanted to stop in and see how you were. Hope you stay warm and have a good rest week holiday. Thank you, Rod. I hope your holiday goes by fantastically too, and you have all the yummy foods and drinks. I'm certainly going to be stuffing myself, that's for sure. Something about keeping the doctor away. Yeah, exactly, Lexi. Something like really punny. Peel. Like, I don't know. I'm going to admit it. I'm awful at puns. I'm not a pun person. I wouldn't say I don't have a sense of humour. I'm just weird when it comes to humour. I don't understand humour. Doesn't mean I don't have a sense of humour though. I've got a very quirky personality that has a very weird sense of humour. So, but for sure I can be one of these people that like, was that a joke? What's that mean? And have to have explained to me to understand. Nice, top 100. Yay, well done, Tail. Nearly got 300 raindrops, huzzah. So, one thing we could do, I mean, I'm not sure whether we should focus on the battle system side and all the testing bit today, or whether we should have a creative stream and think more about skill names. I suppose we can mix it up, because we've got 2 more streams left. We can always do a bit of both over the course of today and tomorrow. Another thing we could do, is we were going to have a little edit of the assets as well. We were having a chat about how they could look different from each other. Somebody suggested the plum could have glasses because he's the intelligent professor. Lemon could have a battle scar because he's a veteran, bitter old fogey. And tomato would be the emo. He'd have a bit of the hair flop going on with his little leaf. So there's also the option to do asset editing too. And okay. I'm on a pun website at the moment, and you can't see it because I'm not showing it, but I've got apple puns up to see all the apple puns, and I might make a list of apple, plum, blueberry puns and all the puns possible, and you guys can suggest puns too, and we can just literally name the skills. We don't even have to do a poll for something like this because I'm not sure if we'd necessarily need to. Pardon me. If we find something that fits, then we can just literally have it as the name. But I definitely do want to do some battle test stuff as well because I feel that's important to get done. But we can have a mess around in a bit. You have to have an IQ 200 to understand my humour. Hi, Amazing. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. I'm still voting for an emo tomato romance option. Zexy wants the tomato to be a romanceable character. My goodness me. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Hang on. You wanted Delete to be romanceable, didn't you, Zexy? It's a shame there isn't a pair. You could have had Be Prepared to Die. Yeah, that would have been funny, Fox. But we will think of some funny names. I'm sure of it. Even though we don't have pear, we've got 5 other fruits that we have the potential to have some very, very wacky names. But just so you know, all the skills are here. I've kind of made sure they're working, and I believe they are. They're very basic at the moment. They don't have any fancy animations matched to them at the moment, but that's usually something I do afterwards. The skills I've also set them up so the blueberry does a different heal every turn. The lemon only attacks once every 5 turns. I think I've set that up correctly, but we'll have to test it to make sure. And the apple does his crit and damage. He alternates between them both. And as for tomato and plum, they just use theirs randomly. And at the moment, yeah, we have the counter as a skill, and we can always change that to something that's more effective, because that's the only skill that's not really working properly at the moment, and it's only because I don't know how to do it properly. Right, so back to our behave yourself, draw.io. Prepare to die. That's copying Dark Souls. I've be done my copyright. My goodness gracious. Rose pears, only because of the hair flip. All fingers and plums. Yeah, feel free to suggest ideas, guys, if you think of some good ones. I'm gonna just get them all listed. No, I was gonna do it in caps, but I always think caps looks a bit aggressive. I'll scare people away from the stream with the C capital letters on here. Right, my goodness. She's violent, just like her name, that Rose Rainblood. My name is pure irony, because I'm just not violent at all. Least violent person in the world, actually. Okay. We'll left align it, it's a bit tidier. Doesn't seem left aligned to me. How do we... I'm still getting my head around this straw right now. I do like it a lot though. I do like it. Sometimes the way the tech boxes work are just a little bit cumbersome, but never mind. Bone apple teeth. Check out my plumbing. What's plumbing? Is plumbing a word? Plumbing, plunder. Are these puns, guys? Like I said, I'm slow to catch on sometimes. I do want to write them all down, but my goodness me. Got to be able to keep up with it. One sec. As in, plumbing is what runs water through you. Oh, that's what you mean. I get it now. I get it. I'm gonna write it down anyway. I'm gonna write it down. Whether there's a place for it, we don't know, but see what I mean? The bullet points just randomly not where it should be. That ain't on. Sort yourself out, draw.io. Yeah, we'll just have to not use bullet points, unfortunately. We'll just do that. Okay, so apple puns. We're just going to write down anything we think of at the moment, and we'll just pick the ones that suit the skill names best, probably from this day. So we'll do this for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour, and then we'll move on to battle stuff, maybe. Lemon and blueberry can say something like, together we make a great pair. Aw, that's cute, isn't it? Lemon and blueberry are shipped, by the way. They're a couple. Did you know, guys? Lemon protects blueberry. He says, hey, that's mean if you attack him. How adorable is that? Maybe that together we make a great pair can be part of the dialogue. Because at the moment it's hey, that's mean, but it doesn't mean we're going to have that. We can always add more to it too. Alter it a bit. Apologise for something I saw on Google. Right, let's add that to our Apple one. And guys, like, even if some of these don't fit in for the skills, we can always have them. We're not going to get rid of them. They could come in handy for cutscenes. We can have some awesome cutscene with these guys before the battle, and possibly during as well, because the second phase is going to be we're probably going to have a few dialogue little sequences going on there. My goodness me, Green, thank you so much for those 100 bitties. Can we have some hype, please? Welcome to the street. I was going to say welcome to the scream. Welcome to the stream. It's not Halloween. What do you mean welcome to the scream? Thank you very much. And you've got a cloud icon next to your name now for those 100 bitties. There are a couple, but Rose, I thought Lemon was an old veteran and Blueberry was the baby in the group. Oh no, we can't have that. That's dodgy. Nah, they're not a couple. He can be the daddy. He's the daddy. Lemon's Blueberry's daddy. Because it's very inappropriate otherwise. Apocalypse. Oh my goodness me, I cannot even say it, but I can't say that word anyway, even when it's a normal. Right. Well, I've got a website of apple puns. Let me have a peep at what other apple puns we've got. Bad apple. Oh my goodness me. He's a bad apple. He's a bad boy. Rotten apple. See, these aren't exactly that humorous. Rotten apple's pretty standard, but it is classed as a sort of pun on this website. It is anyway. The apple never falls far from the tree. That might be a bit long for a skill name. How do you like them apples? One bad apple spoils the... What? One bad apple spoils the barrel? I thought it was the broth. We can't have that. Carol the barrel would be mortified. The big apple. Adam's apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Yeah, somebody mentioned that, the doctor one. Added the first C, bad mistake. Yeah, we don't need that C there. It's delightful, as is a pie. Yeah, you doing this is a great job, guys. Also creative. Apples have stems, maybe pun stemming from that. They all have stems. In a way, I guess they all do. I mean, it's funny because I don't think Lemon is meant to have one, but who cares? Who cares, right? I think he looks cute like that. Maybe Lemon should be bald. maybe he should be leafless and have his battle scar, because he's old. It makes sense that he'd be balding, doesn't it? Do you reckon? Because he's the bitter old fogey. He lost it. Lemon squeeze. Oh yeah. So if you think of others for the others, feel free to say. Even though I'm kind of looking for apple, doesn't mean we don't have to look at the others. Should I make this a bit bigger? Because I want you guys to be able to see. GG, guys, we've only been doing this for what feels like a few minutes and we've already got quite a few good ones. But also, guys, as you can see here, these are their skills, so it'll be even more awesome if there's some relevance, if the name matches it, because we want to make sure the pun that we do pick for the skill names will match up perfectly with what the skill does. That would be wicked. Oh my God, I haven't said that word in ages. Wicked. That's what all the kids used to say in the 90s, right? What is it that they're saying now? Lemon lost his leaf in the war. Do you agree then, Sexy? He should be leafless. I'm going to put that there. Lost his leaf in the war. I think that'll be all perfect for him. No thing for Lemon, no leaf, just a scar across his face. And I'm thinking of making his mouth a bit more angry as well, because I don't think the smile suits him. Same with Tomato, he should have an angry mouth as well. Plum's got glasses, Tomato will have these emo hair flop. The only ones we haven't got a sort of look for are Apple and Blueberry. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt to keep one as the default, but it'd be nice to distinguish Apple and Blueberry from each other just slightly. Just they don't look like twins or anything. Ketchup Crush. Oh, that is pretty cool, Silent, especially because Tomato's so aggressive. Tomato is the angry one. He crushes them. All his are very much attacks. Tomato does the attacks. Melee attack. I can't speak. Hi, Autumn. So interesting to see a stream with strong accent from UK. Thank you, Autumn. I will take that as a compliment. Yes. Welcome to the stream, Autumn. Yeet is what the youth are saying to keep things hip. Yeet is what people say nowadays. That is a weird one. Oof is another, isn't it? Everybody says oof these days. The final foraging. Ooh, who would suit that? That sounds like a cool kind of all hit that they'd all do, but unfortunately there isn't one that is all. So yes, as we were saying, Tomato's our melee attacker. Blueberry is our healer, so if we can think of Blueberry puns related to heals, that would be great. Plum is our ranged magic wizard person, and Lemon is our defender. He does do one attack though, but the rest of the time he gives the buff, the defense buff. And Apple is he has the high crit and the buffs and stuff. It kind of sums them up there. Oof is heckin' relatable though. Yikes. Oh yeah, yikes is another. Could Tomatoes have seed spray shot? We can add that to our list. And one thing we do have to consider as well is that they are painters as well. Their paintbrushes are their weapons, so the kind of attack that they will do is going to be very much linked to that, I suppose. But we'll do it. We'll pick the best puns. Final Foraging could be like the encounter title. Oh, Lemonade, that's a good one. I'm going to put the Final Foraging down silent because I like the sound of that. And even if we can't have a place for it, maybe it could fit in phase 2. I don't know. Who knows? But it could be an encounter name. Right. Lemonade. We'll have to add that. We definitely need more love for Lemon. That would be perfect. Lemonade for the defense buff. Would you think? It fits. It could even work for the counter attack name where he hits Blueberry because he kind of is aiding Blueberry, I guess. Could work for either. Genius it is. You guys are freaking good at this. Sorry, Joy Knight, didn't realise that. Maybe the skill doesn't make sense then. Well, I just want to add whatever you guys say. I mean, there'll probably be a few on this list that aren't going to fit, but we'll pick the best ones out. Well, the ones that fit the most anyway out the bunch. Oh, wow. Lemon as a healer with Lemonade is so clever. Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be heal. It could be any buff. Like skill 2 or 3. Fits perfectly for Lemonade. Lemon isn't our healer, so that unfortunately isn't him, but he's a buffer. He helps, he defends. Do tomatoes see red? This one does. He's angry. Need to give him an angry face. He's going to look like a proper emo, he is. What if you swap the roles of blueberry and lemon? Lemonade is such a strong, clever pun. We're going to keep them as they are, guys. We've spent a lot of time talking about it, so everything is going to stay as it is. I honestly feel that lemonade fits for a buff. It doesn't have to just be a heel. Can't think of any blueberry puns or jokes. Yeah, blueberry's a hard one. I'm going to have to Google blueberry puns to see what we've got. But we've got a lot of apple ones. Could do with some more plum ones though. Anyway, let's Google this and see what we've got. Blueberry puns. Bloop for a single here. Might as well add it. We've got nothing else, so let's do it. Bloop. That's cute. And he's the cute one. Blueberry's the cute one. So it'd be good to have cute skill names for him, I guess. Blue Bubble. Blue Bubble. And guys, I'm going to give you the project command. If you are new to the stream, there's any new people's hang around and you're curious about our project, for you to read about it, we have a story so far video that I uploaded a couple of nights ago on YouTube. So if you want to be caught up on what's happened in the story so far, feel free to take a look. And the bot has given the link to that just, so yay. Blue Blood. Okay, so blueberry puns. Some berry punny fun. Blueberry jokes about blueberries. Okay. Booberry. Booberry. That's like a scare. If he was doing a scare skill, then Booberry would be cool. Berry, berry is very, so could also make a pun from the word berry rhyming with very. That's an idea. That's literally just May Blueberry speak as if he's talking in lyrics of Eiffel 65. Oh my god, that song Blue. Deep Dabba Die. I actually know that one. Was from my time. Laughter is the best medicine, so maybe Blueberry skills are all jokes. We might as well put Blueberry there. I think it's interesting enough to add. Blew his nose. See, there's some good blueberry puns, but it's like thinking of how to make them fit with the fact he's a healer. So something like, I thought of that one just because, you know, he's healing, so he's being, you know, we should be grateful to him. I know. It's hard with blueberry. There was once a blueberry at the train station. It was an antitoxin waiting to hop on. Blue lemon. Blue dabba dee dabba die berry. Imagine if we put it there. Raindrop Chronicles is turned into I'm doing it. I'm adding it. Doesn't mean we're going to have it yet, but I feel like we're going to add it there. We need some for plum. Oh, there's actually a few okay blueberry puddings on this site. Plum. There's gotta be some plum ones. We just haven't thought. So I'm gonna search plum puns now. Plum jokes. I'm on a website. I don't get any of these jokes for plums. Plum wine is a thing. Maybe all the plum skills are related to the alcohol. Plum is an alcoholic. A wizard alcoholic. Well, yeah, you could like shoot stuff from his paintbrush. Maybe if that's even possible. I have to see if it's possible to do that. Let's see what plum puns we've got though. List of phrases related to the word plum. Plum over here? Is that, what's that mean? I like the plumbing one was a good one. I just don't know if plumber fits the whole professor kind of vibe he's got going on. If he was Mario, then totally. Do these fruits juice up before a battle? Who knows? All we know is that they're fruits that paint. Plunder and lightning. Oh, that's pretty catchy. I get that one, Silent. Thunder and lightning. Yeah, I got one. I got a joke. I don't know, that fits a magic person, you know. He's a wizard, he's magic, so let's get ones that are relevant as possible to that, I'd say. It's interesting, the plumber route and the alcoholic route, but we could be going off track just a touch. Plumb the depths of the criminal mind. Limelight for lemon. Oh, limelight. Does it even need to have it doesn't need to have a dash in really, does it? Could we still get the reference to lime without the dash? We could, maybe. I feel like that could suit the defense buff too, but lemonade does as well. Forbidden fruit. Who's the forbidden one in this gang? Plumb the Depths. That was actually, Plumb the Depths is one on this website actually. It's spelled with a B at the end. Purple Rain. You know, you're doing it. If it's an, you know, if we get one that's a bit rainy, here's a plum. Purple Rain paint. Yeah, we're getting some. We actually need some more for tomato now. I like ketchup crush, not 100%. Don't know about seed spray though, whether there's a fit there. But tomato crushes are cool. I mean ketchup crush. The canvas is the forbidden one for show. Yeah, forbidden. It used to be a vegetable. Yeah, that's why he's an emo, because everyone has told him all his life that he's not a real fruit. But he believes he is. So I'm going to put in tomato puns now and see what we've got for that. And then we can then we'll just fit them to the skills, pick the best ones, and then we can actually do some battle testing and see if this battle is too hard or easy enough. We'll see. Tomato is the only one trying to fit in. Yeah, peer pressure. It's a sad thing. Tutti Frutti. That's a tomato pun. I thought Tutti Frutti was sweet. Tomato jokes. Tomatoes are in cans, aren't they? He's aggressive. That's amazing. So that's like the only good one I found on that website. Tomato puddings. Spaghetti slice. Succumb to peer pressure. Yeah. I'll bruise you as well. Do tomatoes bruise? I like that one. Which one does it fit best with? Succumb is spelt like that, isn't it? Is it a U? I can't even remember now. A mystery pair has pressured him. A pair that doesn't exist. Bolognese breath. What have we got? That could be a dot. But bolognese damage over time. Now I'm wondering if the paints they use are actually them, you know, food ingredients. Because if he uses red paint, it's not actual red paint, it's just bolognese and tomato juice. Oops, is that spelled? Bolognese is a weird word. Do you slice or dice your tomatoes? Yeah, let's add that one too. Spaghetti slice. Spaghetti slice works too. Oh guys, you are coming up with all the tomato ones now. Fruit salad slam. That would be great for if they all hit. It's a catchy one. Well, cooking is an art, yeah. I'm wondering that now. They use food for paint. Okay, so is there any I've missed? I'll bruise you. Which one bruises out of these? Apple? That could be the crit attack. Who knows? Right, I feel like we've got enough now. I feel like we've got quite... They basically have 3 skills each, apart from Apple, who has 2. So I feel like we could potentially... I'm not sure about Lemon, though. We might need a few more for Lemon. Oh, Lemon Squeeze could be the attack. Lemonade could be the protection of Blueberry, and Limelight could be the buff to the whole party. So they could actually fit for what we've got there. Could actually work. What do you reckon? We might not need any more for Lemon. Might be good. Beats the pizza. Oh yeah, pizza. Tomato and pizza. I feel like we got so many for tomato though. Now we might have to. When Lemon gives you life, if he healed, yes, that would be good. We can let's work on matching them up, guys. And obviously, if you feel something could work different, feel free to say. But I'm gonna the ones we've got for Lemon at the moment, I'm gonna add to what I think could be the most appropriate. Lemon Squeeze attacks once every 1 to 5 turns. I don't know like if that's the best of the best, but it's definitely more attack sounding than the other 2 maybe. Limelight might be. Limelight might be an attack. Lemonade is definitely the buff or the protection one now. Lemon Zest. When life gives you lemons. When life gives you lemons is a good one. It actually might. That one is more familiar to me than when lemon gives you life. When life gives you lemons. Does that fit for anything? Because I do like it. I'm just not sure if it fits with any of the skills. You guys have been fab though with all this. You are pun pros of Twitch. So GG. Okay, so the defense buff. I still really like Lemonade for that one. Yeah, don't know about the counter attack one yet. Okay, Apple. The high crit attack and the buff. So the buff is a party damage buff that increases their attack by quite a lot. So that could be Apocalypse. I feel like that could work. Out of all the lists we've got for a damage buff, because yeah, there will be an Apocalypse. I can't say a word. There will be one with a damage buff that strong. I'd say so. The deadly one. That I think Apocalypse needs to be the deadliest thing in this battle, actually. Because apples, to me, apple's not very strong compared to the others. They're not as much of a danger on. But I feel like with this, they are scary. That would put the fear into anyone, that skill would, with that name. Lemon can be buffs, limes can be attacks. Organised orchard, is that how you say that word? I feel like I don't know how to say nearly every word in the English language, I'm ashamed. Okay, high crit attack. I'll bruise you. I think either I'll bruise you or he's a bad apple. If you disagree and think I'll bruise you's better let me know. I just like the set that it's got apple in it. But he isn't bad, is he? Apple's not bad. He's not the bad boy. Or is he? Maybe Apple is the villain of this little gang. It just fits. I like the pun. He's such a bad apple. Yeah, he's the bad one. We were saying it was lemon and tomato this whole time, but no. It's him. To you. You're bad. He's playing the reluctant leader role, but really, he's the one putting all the bad thoughts in their head this whole time. Blueberry's and Finn. Zexy wants to believe that Blueberry's the villain, but to me, Blueberry's the sweetheart. Blueberry's the one that everybody wants to protect. It's precious. But if you want to believe that, Zexy, you can. You can have your conspiracy theories. I want someone to write an article on why Blueberry's the evil. Convince me. Okay, so tomato now. We got quite a lot. Ketchup crush. What are the most aggressive ones? Fruit salad slam. Succumb to peer pressure. Bolognese bread. There's so many cool ones, but we have to narrow it down to 3 and the most appropriate ones too. I feel like ketchup crush is a cert. Well, that's going to be the basic one or the heavy one. I don't know. I like can them, but I don't know. I don't know if you guys like that one much, but I like it. Bolognese breath. What one would suit the dot? I still think bolognese breath probably does suit the dot the most out of that list. Because we haven't agreed what the dot is, whether it's bleed poison. But you know, it can just be this absolutely venomous bolognese. That's what it is. Rosie's hitting us with blueberry propaganda early today. I'm a blueberry sympathiser. I would do my best to defend blueberry. What sounds more aggressive out of ketchup crush and can them? That has an exclamation mark after it, so actually, since apple seeds are toxic, poison damage would be neat. What for apple or tomato? Because the one who's doing our dot is the tomato. We got some cool names though. Please ignore me. Coffee at your forgiven. It's all good. It would be, honestly, that'd be perfect if it was Apple doing the dot. But he'd definitely be too OP if he did the dot. Okay, I like Succumb to Peer Pressure, but I feel like that could work well in dialogue. In a dialogue exchange, like one of them can say, you've just succumbed to peer pressure, or you know, something where they bully Tomato, because we can make use of these puns that we don't use in some of the dialogue exchanges. I think that would be funny, because I'm generally going for the ones that probably fit best, that suit what the skill description is. Okay, Plum. So he does regular range magic attack, an AoE, and a debuff. Plumb the Depths, what's the meaning of that one? Because I feel like that's probably going to be one of the ones we pick, and I don't get the pun because I'm silly. But I'm feeling for that. This one. Just because it's the most magical sounding for a ranged magical attack. The AoE that hits everyone, I'm sorry, Purple Rain. It's them all. And I'm thinking Plumb the Depths for the debuff, but I just don't know if it fits. But, you know, I'm not sure about the plumbing one. And Plum over here, I don't know if that one would fit either. Charlie bit my finger. Oh my god, Zexy, you need to have your coffee though. I can't believe we've gone this long without coffee. Most references go over my head. I do actually get the bit my finger one though, surprisingly. Okay, so Blueberry. It's all heals. Single heal, group heal, and a bigger single heal. I feel Bloop for the little heal. Plumb the Depths is a turn of phrase which means do delve into the unknown of us. Yeah, maybe Plumb the Depths for the debuff then. Debuffs are pretty mysterious and unknown, aren't they? Does it need to be at the end? I'm going to have to research that because I'm not familiar with it, so I will have to research it, but perhaps that's good. I'm thinking these are the ones I'm thinking for Blueberry, guys, but feel free to give feedback if you have thoughts. The blue dabba dee dabba da one's funny, but maybe that should be in dialogue. Right, so the only one I'm not sure about is that one for the counter attack. We could always have Lemonade for that one. And limelight for that. And lemon squeeze for that, maybe. Maybe. Yay, 98. Hooray. Okay, so yeah, lemonade for this one. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. Those are the skills. Out of all the list we got, those are the ones I personally think match up the most with the description. Some of them are great, and I won't refuse using some of the list we've got for dialogue for sure, if it fits, if there's a context for it. For now, I'm gonna strike through. I'm gonna strike through that just because we might cut it, even though I do really like it. I'm unsure how to implement the moment. It might make the battle too challenging, but we have to test first to make sure. So we'll definitely do some testing in a sec and see how the battle actually works. But let's get these skill names. Let's get these skill names put in. Okay, so I've got RPG Maker open. You guys can't see that yet, but once I've got to look at my monitor and see what the skills are. But once well, actually, I'll do that. I'll just get the draw IO thing on the other monitor. That's probably easiest. And I'll let you guys see the database as I add the skill names in. Okay, so we still got in the description what it does, and we've got it on our draw IO, so we're not going to forget. I like he's the bad apple though. I always wonder about capitalising, but we've consistently been capitalising our skill names, even though we don't have many long skill names so far. Mainly they're 2 words. 3 words at the most. But yeah, we've been capitalising it all, so I might just capitalise everything. We'll see how it goes. That's spelled correct, yeah? Okay, lemon. This is a good thing done now. I'm glad that we've connected the skill names to what they are as fruits, and some of them are quite amusing as well. That looks like a solid choice to me, yay! Huzzah! So good, thanks guys. I couldn't have done this without you. You came up with some very good ones as a team. And for this particular thing, we didn't need a poll for this, because some things I've perfectly fine to suggest in chat and just immediately do it. We'll only like do polls if like there's like something, you know, that there's a lot of decisions for one thing. We've been having a lot of polls recently. They've been super fun. Okay, so that's it. They're all in. Got some cool skills. Yay. Right, next step. Let's get this back there. Okay, so let's do a battle test then. I'd say we should do that. We'll see how it goes. But one thing I did want to do before we start was look at the HP we've given them so far, because I personally think it's too much. Judging on how much we're going to hit each one by, I don't know. It's hard to say at this point until we know. But basically, the custom hero, if he's a warrior, has an attack of 10. He has an attack of 4 if he's not got anything equipped, and he has an attack of 10 if he equips his axe, because it gives a +6. And I feel for a very, very basic weapon, we wouldn't really want to make it much more than that. And maybe what an axe then you can buy in the Lakefall blacksmiths can be a bit stronger, but you need money as raindrops to buy that. So maybe there is an option to attack with a bit more if you do go to the shop and buy it. And same for Rose. I've kind of give her the +6 as well, so they'll attack with 10. And if they, because at the moment all their defense is 3, so that I think means they'll attack with 7, because you have to minus the defense from what their attack is. And with the very basic formula we've got, which is literally just that's how it works, I believe. So if they do attack with 7, that, and the apple's attack is 50, that's going to take how many hits to kill him? And Lemon's even stronger. Blueberry's the weakest with 30, so with 7 that it would take at least 5 hits to kill him, right? And that could be with 2 people in the battle. Is that too much? Guess we'll have to do a test to see. Might have to make them a touch weaker. Depends how challenging we want it to be, really. Needs to be a good balance between easy and challenging for our first fight. So let's get the game saved. 5 hits before taking healer into account, yes. Okay, so you think actually 30 HP and 5 hits for Blueberry is about the right balance, maybe. Maybe I'm trying to make it too easy for people, because I imagine Blueberry getting killed in 2 hits, but that could be too easy, especially if we're getting rid of the marking mechanic, because we might cut that, and if we do, I suppose we don't want to make them too weak. Right. So, switch screens. So, got Warrior and Hunter to a save point for each one, and we will need to test both the Warrior and Hunter skills against this boss at some point to make sure, to see how it is. But we'll do it as basic as it is for now. I feel like we're going to return to this and tidy things up in the very near future, maybe in the early new year as well. We're not going to put too much pressure on us to do this all in one go, because we will have an item stream in the new year where we properly decide things, the equipment we've got, and feel like we can't properly balance battles until we've done that, even though I've got a very basic idea of it. Like I say, it's +6 with an axe. Whether that's going to be changed, we don't know. I've also got a helmet and armour for him because he wears heavy armour as the warrior. Also, these will be changed. When we have our item stream, we'll think of better names for them. More appealing names, and we'll get better icons as well. Because these are just the defaults. And I've literally just gave those, I forgot how many each, 4 each. It puts the defence up to 12. So yeah, figures will probably change. But, you know, I feel like we could easily just keep these figures, the equipment as they are, and just change what the fruits are stat-wise if we need to. Oh yeah, let's equip Rose. But stat-wise, the heroes aren't going to really get much more strong, really, through the first trek through the Everbloom Forest. Skill tree wise, they'll probably have only earned enough class points to have learnt perhaps 2 skills out of the 4. And the third level is probably going to be a stat boost, not a skill. So depends. We'll have to, because I still have to put class points to each of the enemies that we encounter. But I'll fix it so that they don't learn too much. Kind of wanted to do it so that Jesus can potentially learn Warcry when Rose joins the party, because Warcry is actually pointless until we get another party member, you see. So 25 to 30 hits to kill them all with 2 characters. That will take 12 to 15 rounds of combat. Elite the mathematician. Appreciate you. Oh no, I wasn't giving an opinion, just letting you know your math was solid. Yay, I got it right. I got it right, I'm proud. Okay, so do you think, based on what Elite said, guys, that is fair? Do you think it's too OP or too underpowered or just about right? Let's get straight into this battle test. Let's do it. So what I have done is I've put their HP little gauges below them automatically. In the real battle, I would like to give the player the option. Well, you can actually have it so that the bars only show when you hovered over them. They're not there all the time. I think that looks better to not have them there all the time. But for testing purposes, we'll keep them there because we'll want to see. It's a lot harder to test if you can't see the bar. But I definitely would like to give the option for some people to hide the bar altogether, because I'm sure there's some people here that would rather not see how much HP something has. I'd like to know people's opinions on that. I'm very much someone that does like to see the HP, but it's a very personal thing, just like having quest markers visible and the mini-map visible, isn't it? Some of these things are it's just personal opinion and of how a player likes to play a game. If you're more hardcore and old school, you're probably like very minimal UI. Agreed about the bars? Yeah. I'm sure there's a way to do it, because like we talked about Stream 50, Stream 51, I think it was, about the options menu and how we're going to have an on and off switch for quite a lot of UI elements in our game. And I feel that that's a cool thing to do, because that'll allow you guys play exactly how you want to play, and you can hide and show whatever you want to show and whatever you don't want to show. I'd rather see the HP of the individual fruit, not the total pool of the 5 fruit. Yes, and I feel like that works. It's very some battles I could imagine groups having one whole bar, but for the nature of this battle, I can only picture them having their individual bars for sure. When we get to the second phase, however it's going to work then with the painting, we don't know, but that will be a decision we make when we do that. And we've got it, it's turn-based, and as you can see, we've got 5 little boxes that symbolise the fruits. I have to actually manually create an icon for their image for those, and that's because they're Dragon Bones animation assets, which means that they don't automatically have an icon like a normal static battler would. It's a bit confusing why it's like that, but that's how it is. But it's not a problem. Literally all I have to do is open the PSD file and put their little pictures on an icon, and then we'll see them. We might have to do that because it's very hard to judge whose go it is otherwise, when we can't see their pictures. And yeah, these icons here are all placeholders for now. I personally, I'm not in love with them and the default, so we're going to change them. Some of the icons I've already changed for the quest journal. I did those quite a while back. But anyway, so we're going to just do standard attacking for now. We're equipped with our weapon. One thing I do want to do, which I think is, it's just a personal visual thing. I want to have the players show their weapons, like hold them in battle. I'd have to edit the sprite sheets manually to do that. Rose uses a teeth, so she wouldn't have one, but Jesus, aka the custom hero, he would either have his axe or bow and arrow. So that would take a bit of time to do because there's a lot of custom assets, but I feel like it could be well worth it. God of Cringe, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay, so let's get on with it. So we've got their bars there just so we can see, for testing purposes for now, how it all works. So I'm nervous. Which one should we hit first? I hope it all goes well and they use their skills correctly as well. It's not going to be completely tidy. The action sequences and all the animations and that are not gonna, we don't have any at the moment because I haven't set all that up, but the skills will hopefully be implemented correctly. Apart from a counter-attack one. Actually, the counter-attack one's not going to work. So we might have to sort that one out before we do another test play. Because it's going to mess things up, probably. Rose could hold her dentures. That would be so weird. The Dragon Bones ones have individual layers that move independently and connect at certain points. I do like the Dragon Bones animations there. They're pretty nifty. Very pretty. Very epic looking. Ketchup Crush. So he did Ketchup Crush and it hit with 0. Everything's happening so fast I can't take it in. So I did do the dialogue box. I think I want to put his face there, the face of the fruit. Maybe. But it's come up at the wrong time, I think. Everything's happening at super speed, so I don't even know what's happening at the moment, but they aren't hitting with much. That's one thing we know. They're hitting with 0. I might actually just remove that dialogue box for now because it's been a bit disruptive. We need to get that properly sorted. So yeah, let's actually get their attack sorted because they're not properly implemented at the moment for hitting with 0 HP, but we're hitting them. Okay, Apple hit with 3 on Rose. Yeah, we are hitting with 7 and 8, which is what I said, which I believe I said, because if they've got 10 attack, both of them, with the weapon equipped, and they have a defense of 3, that makes sense that they'd hit with 7. And Apple already has lost 1/3 of his HP, but obviously this battle's way too easy at the moment because they aren't strong enough. Let's just cross it off and fix some things in the database then. Right. So lemonade is I'm going to get rid of it. The dialogue box is linked to a common event at the moment, and I think that's the first way I thought of doing it. So but it's not coming up at the right time. It's just coming up randomly. I think that's what it felt like anyway. But at the moment, the way things are set up, he counter-attacks when he's been hit himself. Because it's got the user, I think that means that's how that works. But we want to do it so he does the hit when Blueberry's attacked, and then the pop-up box will come up immediately after Blueberry's hit, and then he attacks. That's kind of the order of events I'm hoping to get working. So yeah, I'm trying to get my head around how to do it for when Blueberry's hit and not Lemon. So that's a flawed skill setup at the moment. But everything else I think is working, but we need to make sure they're strong enough, because at the moment their strength isn't strong enough. So let's have a look. So they all are hitting with a 10 attack. Apple seemed to work. Apple hit with 3. Still not strong enough though, I don't think. 3 attack. But the others were hitting with 0. So I think Apple was hitting with 3 because he's doing a crit, maybe. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm a noob still at this. So. But I do have crit for the Apple. But Apple still needs to be weaker than Tomato. Tomato and Plum are the strongest. Then Apple, and then probably Lemon. So Lemon's squeeze attack isn't going to do as much as He's a Bad Apple. But He's a Bad Apple won't do as much as Ketchup Crush in Can Them. All these two. So yeah, just getting that settled right. So attack. So if it's 10, this is based on their defense, I assume. So what was everybody's defense again? Was it 12? Was Jesus's defense 12? So if he's attacking with 10 only, that would make sense why it's only hitting with 0, I guess. We need to make it stronger. So Jesus's attack was 12. Let's just double check. Armor, helmet. So class is warrior, defense 4, and then with helmet and armor equipped, that is 12, yeah. And Rose would be 8, and it makes sense to make Rose a bit less defensive because she's wearing light armor and she isn't a warrior, you know. So her defense, she's gonna lack more in defense. She's gonna be a bit more squishy than our warrior. For sure. So we'll definitely, whatever stats we give Rose's armor, it'll be less. And yeah, they're very boring at the moment, the names, so ignore those. We're going to make them more exciting when we have an item stream. We'll add a bit of interesting stuff to our items. Okay, so back to this. Right, so Tomato and Plum, strongest, 12 and 8. So I'm trying to think, what would be the perfect amount to hit them with? Jesus has 120 HP, Rose has 100, and there's 5 of them. But not all of them are attackers. Blueberry's not an attacker, and Lemon, Apple, Bear don't attack much, but Tomato and Plum do a lot. So 2 out of... It's hard for me to know the right number to give without testing, but I guess my way of doing it would be to do a battle test and just see if we die. And then if we do die, then make it less. 10 to 12 damage each hit to start. Okay, so 10 to 12, like Tomato would be the strongest as well as Plum. So 24 then for Tomato and Plum. Magic attack for Plum, so normal attack for Tomato and magic attack for Plum. So if it's 24 for them, that and Jesus is 12 defense, that should hit with 12, correct? But it would be more for Rose. If she's got 8 armor, then she get attacked with 16. If my maths is correct. 22 to 24 attack magic. Okay, so we'll judging by what you said, Zexy, I think that's a good figure to start. for tomato and plum being our strongest ones. Now for apple, he'll be a little bit weaker. So if it's 24 tomato, should we give 22 or should we give 20? I feel like he needs to be considerably slightly weaker. So I'm thinking 20, but we can always put him up to 22 with a play test if we think he needs to be a bit tougher. And lemon. Lemon's a bit, he's weaker, isn't he? A touch weaker. But that means if we give him 16, he'd only hit Jesus with 4. But maybe that's enough. Maybe we don't want to make it that much. But we'll test. We can always, if we feel it could be, we can change that. And blueberry, 0. 0. Well, you can't have 0. He can have 1. Just because he's a cute little baby. And he doesn't have any attack power in him. We'll probably have to change the other stats as well. But we'll just focus on attack for now and see how that works. So let's see how we get on this time. Exactly, this is just a starting point, and then once you see how it feels to play, you'll know what didn't feel right. Yeah, only with testing can we like truly see, and if we die immediately, then we know that they're too strong, or if it's a bit too easy, then we can just make them a bit tougher. But things are definitely gonna change a bit. Like by this point in the actual real battle, Jesus and Rose will have learnt some skills, and but I don't know if they change the course of the battle drastically, the skills they've learned so far, if you know what I mean. Let's just remind ourselves what they are. So the first skill that Jesus as the warrior learns is adrenaline, which is increase attack and defense by 25% for 3 turns. So that is quite a difference. But I feel like we'll balance things as they are now, as they've got no skills. But we'll do another battle test in the new year with them using these skills, and we'll see if we need to increase things if things get a bit easy, because it probably will be a touch easier once they've got their skills and stuffs. But let's see, that's how it goes. And yeah, we want to make want to give them some individuality soon. So I'm thinking for tomorrow's stream, we can also spend some time giving them, doing their assets. We'll do some Photoshop editing tomorrow as well. And we'll also tidy up the battles as well if we feel we need to work more on balancing things. We can always move on to phase 2, but I still don't want to do that too early if we feel that we shouldn't. We can always say that to the new year. Tomorrow's our last stream, so we want to make it fun. Okay, so I don't know who to hit first, but it's all wrong at the moment anyway, because lemon, like, look, we'll attack lemon now and he'll counter-attack us. Oh wow, did you see what apple hit with then? Oh, I know what's gone wrong. I'm silly. I'm silly. I haven't even got my armour on. Rose isn't even in the party. Let's do it again. What a silly. No wonder it was getting crashed. So yeah, I'd say like this is basically how things are going to be. The only thing that's going to be different is that Jesus and Rose will have learned more skills, and potentially they'll have gone to like fall and bought an armour and weapon upgrade. So because of those things, we'll probably be slightly changing the stats slightly in the near future when we do another test with those things, because it might be a touch easy then. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, but it could. Mistakes were made. Everything's like super fast paced. I wonder if we can make the battle a bit slower for testing purposes in the settings. Because it is like, I'm like, whoa, everything's happening. I can't take it in who's doing what. Hey, you're still hitting with loads. I did a quick Rose, didn't I? Oh, but Tomato is the strongest, and we did say he would he would hit Rose with a lot, didn't we? Because her arm is a bit less, that's why. Yeah, he hits Jesus well, which is perfect because we set it up as 24 and Jesus got 12 armor, so that's exactly as it should be. 6 is the counter attack. Yeah, see, he counter attacks when we hit him. Does he do it every time? Is it working properly? Plunder and lightning, that didn't work. Yeah, everything's like super speed, so I'm like, what are they doing? What are their hits working? Are the skills working correctly? From what I saw though, Plunder and Lightning, the range attack was super weak for Plum, so I don't know what's happened there. Yeah, it's only hit Rose with 3. Blue Pit with 4, Healed with 4. It's like, I'm thinking what should we focus on first, because there's so many different skills. But I do want to get the counter-attack fixed because it's really difficult to get a proper idea of doing this when the counter-attack's flawed. I'm wondering why Plum's attack is super weak though. I'm hungry. It's not my favourite Chucky. I'd give them to you if I could. Nap time. I'm going to be stuffing my face over Christmas. Stuffing my face. I hope you guys will be as well. Gosh, it went down the wrong way. Can we see Plunder? Yeah, we're gonna have to look because that was wrong, wasn't it? It's very hard, like it's difficult to know what's going on because there's so fast paced and so many different skills. But one thing I did spot was that Plunder and Lightning was wrong. So at the moment it's a HP damage normal attack with the same exact same formula. Like I'm pretty sure we've got it set up the exact same as Ketchup Crush. You know, everything's the same because except it's ranged, of course. I've got it as a magical attack though. Physical attack for Ketchup Crush and magical attack for Plunder and Lightning. But because we've set up Plum's as magic attack being stronger, that shouldn't be a problem, right? If we'd had it as physical attack, I'd understand why it was weak, but I'm not actually sure what the flaw is. Maybe I've not spotted it. It needs to use, oh, in the formula, that makes sense. It's always something you don't realise. So is it literally just that? Change the A to an M in that. I'm being naughty, having chocolate before my dinner. Why isn't the music on? Oh, it is. The song just finished. It's back on now. I'm not going to show what chocolate it is on the stream, guys, because I'll get banned from Twitch if I do. Because there's some boobies on there. Oh, okay. Right. So it's matte. It's a matte. Does it have the K at the end though? Judging by this, it's just matte without the case, so maybe that's what it needs to be. So apply. Right, we'll do a test and see that's working. Obviously, yeah, we're gonna have to change the rest of plums to that the same thing as well. There we go. What was the other thing? The counter attack. It'd be super cool if we can get that fixed, because yeah, that's broken. Somebody said earlier on in chat a good way to do it, but honestly I should have copied and pasted that really, because I've totally forgot what it was now. I think it was Elite that said maybe. I think he basically says don't have it as a skill, have it as something else. Did he mean in this menu maybe? I'm not sure. This is all very very new thing to me. I'm gonna have to do a Google. Google. So RPG Maker counter attack. Enemy attack when, I don't know how to word this, when other enemy is here. I don't know how to word this one. Battle event or common event? Okay, so I'm in the right part of the database. That's cool. If it's going to be a battle event, we could always do a common event too, I suppose, because then we can link it with dialogue as well. I don't know, whatever's the easiest way of doing it, I suppose. Part of me doesn't want to use up all my common events though, because might want to save them for other things. Don't want to run out of space, but I think there's plenty of common events in the database. What's the max number we can have? $1,000. Not enough. Well, it is a big number, but I don't know if it'll be enough for the whole of our project over time with the epic we're going to be making. Right, so let me get my thinking cap on. I kind of want to look at a guide, but I can always try and be smart and work it out myself. Let's see what we've got as the conditions. Okay. I know what I'm doing. I'd feel really badass if I did do it though. Yeah, are we gonna have to do this by switch then, I assume? Because I'm not sure how the lemon needs to know that Blueberry's been hit. That's when everything happens, so and a condition for blue going below 80, 60, 40 and 20. Oh, okay, you think that's probably the best way to do it. What about if would that be enough when we need more pages? Because what if it's what if he's only 90% health? I don't know, maybe I'm being silly, because Blueberry doesn't even have much HP anyway, so one hit from Rose or Jesus will probably deal a lot of damage. So I forgot how much HP we gave him now, actually. Let me remind myself. Blueberry 30 HP and Rose and Jesus would attack with 7. So yeah, that's probably fine. Right, so enemy HP, Blueberry. Could do more perhaps on the 15th, but yeah, that's the easy no switch way. Awesome. And yeah, I want to try and save all my switches for what's necessary, really, because you can soon use them all up. You know, I've got the hang of south switches now. I'm trying to use south switches more with things as well. Okay, so 80, 60, 40 and 20. Well, if we need to edit things and, like you say, add another page, then we will, but we'll test it and see how it goes first. It's fine to add the Spanners Battle for this, I assume. Okay, so now the dialogue box can come up now. That means we won't need a common event anymore for the dialogue. You can just use it in here instead. Then just a dialogue force action with Lemon, yay! Oh, force action. It's easier than I thought then, and that'll just literally do the job. There it is. Okay, so we have a bit of lag, and the reason why we get a bit of lag sometimes in our database is because we did do something very naughty. We manually edited the JSON file for this part, for the skill part of the database, and added more, which is we're not really meant to do that, but I felt like I had to. Had no choice, otherwise we would run out of skills. Okay. Lemon. So yeah, every time we have to kind of mess with skills and because we get like a 10-second lag, and honestly, you might think that's an utter pain in the ass, but I've got the patience to put up with it, because it's either that or we have to have a small database of skills, and I don't like that. So right, so lemonade, that was it. Manual edits, gasp, I'm a criminal elite. You've seen the other side of me. Random, can be random, either Rise or Jesus. So that's literally it then, I think. Will that do the job? If it does, I'll be very happy indeed. Guess we'll have to see. But first of all, let's make sure we got this off. We don't need any more, do we? But we do need to make sure it's an attack. Hey, we could just make him do lemon squeeze, yeah? No, we want him to do lemonade. Lemonade's a cool name. Lemonade's an amazing name. So it has to be lemonade. We'll literally just make lemonade a carbon copy of lemon squeeze though. So it's the same. That's probably the way to do it. There we go. I think that's it. That works. Yay! Huzzah. Okay, thank you for your help, Elite. Well, thank you when I see it works. But judging by how everything's set up, it seems like it'll be fine. But let's test it again. So now we'll probably get better indication of how the battle is going to go. It was too impossible to judge when counter-attack wasn't working, because that's such an important mechanic in this fight. Lemon protecting the blueberry. So let's do it. Can I use Hunter? Nah, I kind of stick to Warrior, but we will have to do some testing with the Hunter skills when we want to properly balance this battle. Because I do. Obviously, I really want to thoroughly make sure it works well when Hunter and Warrior have got their skills and learned their skills. And then they've got armor upgrades from the shop. I want to test it again then. But I feel like at the moment, while we just want to make sure the battle works, we don't have to be 100% detailed just yet. We can just see how it works at a basic level. I don't want to put too much pressure on me to do everything at one time. Maybe I'm being a fool, but I feel like it's fine. Need to do the other option is to have the attacks give the attack state, which wears off at the end of the round. The make the condition if Blueberry gets attacked out. Oh, okay, so there is another option. That sounds a bit more confusing, but everything always is confusing at first. Right, let's give it a test and see if it works first of all. If it works, then we're all good. So I'm going to attack Blueberry and see if it does the job. Fingers crossed. Yay! Plunger and Lightning worked! Hey, that's mean. Stop. Okay, so he said it, but we need to get the dialogue box in the right position. And I am kind of thinking maybe put a face set there as well. I mean, we don't need a face set because we can see them there anyway, but you know, we'll know who's saying it then, because it can be a bit confusing at the moment who's saying it. Even if we have the dialogue box directly above the lemon, it still might not be obvious who's saying it. Oh, we need a name box, that's why. We need to put lemon name box. I completely forgot that we actually use name boxes. It's because we haven't made use of them that much. I tend to only use them when they've introduced themselves. So when like Fiona Bookington had introduced herself, I used it then. Okay, so Lemon just attacked. I think he did the right job, but it was a bit OP. Was it a bit OP? I feel like Lemon should only be hitting with 4. Maybe it's because he hit Rose and Rose is weaker. Did I even equip Rose's armor? I don't even know now. My grammar is terrible today. You're forgiven, Elite. We all have them days and times. We don't have to be perfect. Faces are good. All your best friends are faces. Hi, Dave. All your worst enemies are faces too. Yeah. Believe it or not, I have enemies, guys. I bet you wouldn't think that of me. I bet you'd think I love everybody, don't you? I'm not as nice as I appear on the surface. Gotta watch out. Right, okay, so I want to get the dialogue box in the right position, and I want to give the name box as well. It's bugging me. Also, is that heal too OP? We need to consider what's going on here. At the moment, this battle is impossible in my opinion. Look, they're all full HP. Apart from Blueberry, but he's going to get healed in a minute. We're nearly dead. Hey, that didn't work. Right, so what happened was Blueberry got hit. First time Lemon said, hey, that's mean, and attacked back. But then Rose hit Blueberry and it didn't work. It missed. And the reason for that is because we only have it set up for 80% HP, 60%, 40 and 20, don't we? Maybe we do need to add some more in. Otherwise, we could potentially... Lemon might not hit certain times. Oops. But yeah, this is OP. This is definitely OP. Rose and Jesus are at death's door right now. And look, everybody's full except Blueberry. Did you see Lemon, man? He like went on top of Blueberry and was like, get away from him. But do you see how Tomato has an angry face when he attacks? I want Tomato and Lemon to have those permanent angry faces because they should never be happy. They're meant to be aggressive characters. I'm not even sure if Apple and Plum should have happy faces really, but Blueberry definitely should. Hi Julian, how's it going? I guess you'll just have to face your enemies in battle. I will. I'll get these fruits out on them and they can paint on them. Rose, you robbed a bank. We know you have enemies. Zexy, that's the secret. Oh my god, everyone knows now. We're going to have the cops coming. Damn it. Last stream. It's the last stream because I'm going to be arrested tonight. Hope you're doing good, Julian. Coming in crying with red. making me sad. I love Red, and I don't want to see him cry. Or Nanik. Nanik is also his name. Let me make an event page real quick and screenshot. Thank you, Elite. You are my skill lecturer. You've taught me a lot. And we also need to put that little icons in. I might do that off stream now. I feel like we've had a productive stream. I mean, we're not even finished yet. We've got an hour still. But we've done well. We've thought of all the names today for all the skills. With the help of you guys and your awesome ability to make puns. We've got some really cool punny skill names for our fruits today. For example, apocalypse. So I cannot say that word. What else have we got? Lemonade, but with, you know, lemonade as in aid. That's a cool one. Ketchup crush. Remember to keep your mouth shut when the roses come get you. Anything that you say can be used for inquiry. I'll escape jail, everybody. I'll be back on the 6th of Jan once I've done my time. I'll be back then. This was sort of what I was trying to explain a few streams ago, because there are so many enemies. If you try to balance them all to a point where the player is going to be equally able to kill anyone fruit first, you'll end up with a fight that is either far too tough to be reasonable or ridiculously easy. You feel like we might not get the balance sexy of medium difficulty. We can try our very best. I feel like maybe they've got too much HP. I feel like Blueberry might have too much HP, because if he's got 30 HP and we hit him with 7 each time, that's going to take at least 5 or 6 hits to kill him, yeah? And with Lemon as his protector, he's counter-attacking us every time we hit him. Maybe Lemon was hitting very strong though. He was hitting with 12, wasn't he? And he meant to only hit with 4, because Lemon's not meant to be that tough. He's a defender, not an attacker. So we need to make Lemon weaker for a start. So that didn't help. It wouldn't hurt if we make Plum and Tomato a touch weaker, I guess. And that defense, the buff that Apple gives, we can always adjust as well if necessary. I'm not sure how effective that is yet, because everything's happening too fast paced for me to know at this point, but we'll see. So what do we need to edit? We need to add more event pages. Elite says that he'll send something. But what else do we need to do? We need to check why Lemon's so strong. Maybe I just didn't equip him with the armor. Maybe I forgot. I can't even remember now. If I equip Rose with the armor, I'll have to properly think next time. He was hitting like buzz. Yeah, that was too lethal. No wonder we were dead. If we make Lemon weaker, like he should be, because he's not Tomato and he's not Plum. He's not as strong as them. He shouldn't be hitting like that. No way. Is Rex your Jada then? Maybe. Blueberry dropped to 16th HP, making 3 hits to kill. Yeah, so should we make Blueberry a touch weaker, and obviously Lemon as well? Why is he hitting so strong? I want to work this out. Why is he hitting so strong? Honestly, I think I just didn't equip Rose with the armor. Maybe that's why. Because there's no reason why he should have hit with that much. He's only got 16 attack, which means he should be hitting with 4 and 6. No, 4 and 8. 4 on Jesus and 8 on Rose with those stats. That still might be a bit much though, hitting Rose with 8. But Rose has to be weaker than Jesus because she's more squishy. I feel like it is a bit much though. Maybe we need to make him less than 16. I don't think 4 is too bad for Jesus. But Rose will have Drain. You know, that is going to be one of Rose's skills. So we do need to remember they will have skills. And I do want to do a test with them properly. But did I get Drain set up properly? I need to remind myself if I did or not, because Drain. No, I was messing about with the formulas for Drain and I couldn't work it out. It was all messy, so I do need to get Drain properly set, because I don't know what this is at the moment. This weird formula. I found it on the internet and they said that that's the formula for Drain, but it wasn't. It was totally not the formula. Didn't work. So at present time we cannot test with Drain until we get that formula sorted. But that is kind of Rose's way of getting some health back, because she's squishy. She kind of needs to self-heal. She also does have a few really nifty skills here that will probably help the battle, you know, quite a bit. So it doesn't really matter if this battle's quite tough at base level, because once they get their skills, it'll be a bit easier, I assume. Maybe remove the variance on the counter-attack skill so it always does. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea too. So Lemonade, 0% variance. Okay, so back to Blueberry. So Blueberry is 30. Should we put him to 15? That would make him 2 hits, wouldn't it? You think 3 hits to kill. Maybe 20 then. Or what? Yeah, I don't know. 20, 15, 16. We could do 16. I just hate numbers that don't end in 0 and 5. I'm one of those people. One of those. I need to get out of that. Okay, so there we go. So anything else we need to do? I think Elite's still doing a screenshot, so I kind of feel like we need to wait for this screenshot, but I can also make a go of it myself. I don't want to make Elite feel pressured or anything, so I can always have a go myself. I feel like we just need to have more pages with more, like one for other percentages, but now we've made Blueberry's HP a bit less, maybe we don't need to worry, because it's only going to take 3 hits to kill him anyway now, so maybe it's not a big deal to add more event pages. What do you reckon? I mean, it'll be handy in the future, Elite, for sure, if we use this kind of mechanic again. Let's do a test and see how it works now we've reduced Blueberry's HP. Let's see what's wrong this time. We'll see. Okay, now let's make sure I do everything I should. Need to properly equip them. Okay, here we go. Okay, you did that twice then. We only hit Blueberry once, I think. I'm not sure what Apocalypse is doing. That's a skill I'm gonna have to check. And I personally think Lemon should be counter-attacking the one that hits Blueberry, not the other person. That's how I feel anyway, because it seems to make more sense to me when he says, hey, that's mean, and then goes back and hits the person. It's kind of cute when he gets in front of Blueberry and attacks. So, but I'm not sure how to do... Oh, Blueberry's died it! I'm sad now. It's dead. Okay, so we killed the healer. I don't think Apocalypse is working. I don't even know. Has it increased their damage at all? Because I haven't really been paying attention. I feel like it hasn't. I feel like they're hitting with the exact same that they hit at the start of the battle before Apocalypse. Because Apocalypse is Apple's attack that is meant to give them like a really, really large damage buff. And we do need to consider that as well, because that will make them way stronger. Let's see if we can actually... Oh, we're nearly dead. I've just realised. But it's my fault because I'm not healing myself. Like, we should really... You know, against a boss, you are going to heal yourself a few times in battle, aren't you? Otherwise, it's too easy. You can't expect to do a boss and not have used potions or healed. So, I might have to make a few potions, guys, because I haven't got any. That's because we haven't done items yet, that's why. But we might need to do a few, just a few placeholder potions so we can test things properly. Because we haven't healed ourselves once yet, and that's absurd. We should be healing. But I feel like we've lasted longer in this battle. We haven't got absolutely hammered this time, at least. We did kill Blueberry. But things aren't working properly but like the skills, although they are implemented right, some of them will need editing, because I'm not sure about the dot or the debuff of Plums, and definitely Apocalypse. I'm not sure if that's working either. Can you show us Apocalypse's page after this? Sure, let's do that now. What did you guys think about how Blueberry worked in that battle? About right? Was it 3 hits it took to kill him then? I feel like that's fair. I feel like having him be more than that could be a bit harsh for a battle with just two party members. And we're dead in no time, especially with some of the lethal attacks we've got. Okay, so Apocalypse. So I've got it as grow attack on all allies by 1, and I don't think that's doing it enough. And I know we've got in brackets 25% increase, but I'm not actually sure how to do that. I think we're going to need to do it as a state if we want to be more precise with the percentages, aren't we? So I don't think effects lets us. But attack +1 definitely isn't going to increase it by much, is it? It's proved it in that battle. Berry blew me away. Yeah, the Blueberry blows me away too because it's so cute. So what we could do, we don't have to like have it as 20 or 25% increase. We literally could just do it with this, just grow it by 3 and see how that goes. This is just a guide. We can always still do it this way and just alter it based on if we think it's too strong or too weak. I would have a status and then have the skill apply status effect to the fruit party. Okay, so Zexy, you think status effect will be better than doing it with that? Which, let's have a look. My statuses are a mess at the moment, by the way. I need to properly arrange them. We no longer need that, so we can get rid of that. So I did do this with a lower speed. Whatever this was for, I can't remember now. Oh, Frenzy's warrior passive, which gives an attack of a 5% extra damage. We could literally use this as a base, maybe. So did we say a 20%? We'll do it as a 20% increase buff. And it's so much easier doing percentages when you've got very basic formula as well. So it's literally what it says. Is that how we spelled it? So attack increased by 20%, and because it's on all allies, that should work for all, I assume. Obviously, we'll get rid of that and link it to a state instead. Hopefully that'll work. Should we test how it is? They might be a bit strong now though, because well, the apple uses this set. It's his second attack. It's on his second turn, should I say? And we need to think of when it runs out. Like, is this going to be a stacker, or is it going to be just something that removes it automatically after one turn? I feel like maybe we should have it just be a one turn thing. What do you reckon? Because it could be way too OP, and then it makes more sense why Apple applies it again every single turn. Otherwise, what's the point if it's already on them and it doesn't get removed or stack? So I think that's one turn. I think that means one turn. I'm still yeah. So should we do another test? Was there something else we needed to edit? I can't remember. Oh yes, we needed to move across the box for lemon. Do we need to make it a little bit more right? It's just guesswork where the position, the coordinates of the box have to go. But we'll see. It'll only translate into about 0 to 2 extra damage from tomato. You should also add an additional effect to the space where it boosts magic attack as well as plum. Oh yeah, plum won't get any benefit. Keep forgetting about poor plum and the fact he's magical. How dare I? There we go. That's right, isn't it? So let's see if this works this time, because it definitely didn't before. And I'm sure there was other things we had to edit as well, but I always forget. I can only do one thing at a time, unless I make notes. So that Plumb the Depths one is the debuff one, and it doesn't seem to like show much because we don't have an animation or a sort of status thing going on yet, but I will definitely make it look more visually attractive. So because the battle's very bland at the moment, but I am a fan of making things look better, so that'll be something I work on once we've got the mechanics correctly sorted. At the moment, I haven't even told you what it does. We're gonna have to look at the debuffs. I think at the moment I have it as a lower speed one, but it can literally be any debuff. It can be a lower defense, lower attack for player. I have to decide which one could probably be the best, because Plum would use it potentially. There's a 1 in 3 chance Plum can use that debuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. The other thing we wanted to do was make Lemon hit the one that attacks Blueberry, not the other one in the party. Is he using it twice though? I feel like he is using it twice and he shouldn't be. At some point we'll have to discuss whether the heals are too weak or too strong as well, because I haven't been paying attention to the heals yet. This is too much to focus on at the moment. Are they stronger, by the way? They are, aren't they? Definitely still feel the battle's hard though. Even with it's easier to kill Blueberry now, so it's about right now for Blueberry, but I feel like it's still very hard. I know that we've got no skills, no weapon or armor upgrades, and no potions, so that could be why it's hard. So maybe we need to prepare ourselves more, give ourselves some potions. And what do you reckon? Are there any of these OP? I still couldn't really see if we had much, if there was an increase much in attack. It felt like there was, but I wasn't sure. Maybe make a say where the equipment is already equipped. Yeah, we could probably do that as well, because then it'll save us having to do that every time. Okay. Okay, so troops, lemonade. At the moment I've got it on random. Let's see what the options are. So I'm going to give us some placeholder potions as well. That's one thing I want to do. Right, what's this? Last target, not necessarily. Index, what's that? I think that just means the party member number. It seems like it doesn't let us target the one that's actually done the attacking then. That would have made more sense to me if we could set it up like that. But I'm not sure how to go about that. Items. So what do our potions heal with? 500 HP, that's way too much. So if Jesus has 120 HP, I feel like 50 works better for a potion. Okay, so we'll give ourselves some potions as well. So we might be able to kill a couple more now. We've got some potions. And then we'll do a save game as well once we've opened these chests. That's probably a smart thing to do. The buff worked, damage went up. Yeah, it worked. Was there anything in particular that you spotted that seemed flawed, guys? I didn't particularly, I can't remember now. Well, there was the buff, oh yes, let's have a look at Plumb the Depths. A mild regular damage magic attack that debuffs target. I'm not sure whether it should do damage. Maybe it should just be a debuff and that's all it does. I didn't even see, it actually didn't do damage because I haven't set it up to do damage, and that's, I feel like it's too OP in my opinion to make it do damage when there's already all this damage going on. But I have it as agility. I'm not sure if that's the ideal debuff to give though. I haven't particularly noticed if it does slow them down. I have to keep an eye on that one too. I'll put them in brackets. Yeah, well, I haven't paid attention to the heals either, but that'll be we'll do that after. We'll make sure we'll get everything else sorted first and go to the heals after. Also, this is meant to be a heavier attack with a lower hit chance as well. So let's 50%. Is that a good success rate for a higher damage attack? How can we give it more damage? It's a good way to do that. We could do a state where it is a heavier attack, or we could... just use Apocalypse, because that does that job. But we'd have to change the name. Attack increase by 20%. Oops, 20%. There we go. Because then we can use it for multiple skills. It doesn't have to just be for But it only lasts for 1 turn. But yeah, that's fine, I think, for this skill. Would that work? Well, that's one way I thought of doing. The others to just edit the formula, but I'm really bad at formulas. So I don't like messing with them. I think 50% is a good starting place because every time it misses, give the... Yeah, exactly. So we didn't have that set up before. So just changing that might help us a bit too. Let's remind ourselves if we've got some. At the moment, Bolognese breath adds a poison. I'm definitely visually going to make it be more red and Bolognese looking this dot. But it could easily work the same as poison, you know, mechanically. So it could be fine to keep it as that for now. Okay, so Limelight adds a defense and magic defense but to a whole party. And at the moment I'm doing the growing thing again. Maybe we should do a status for that where we increase the defense in the same way we've done Apocalypse. I just don't know how much to increase the defense by. Why have I put apple increase? It's meant to be attack increase. Got apple on the brain. But yeah, these states are a mess. I'd love to categorise them. I want to get them properly categorised at some point. It's not going to be too difficult to do at this stage because we don't have too many. But obviously it's still going to... Everything will have to be reorganised and stuff. But I want to have a proper layout for things as soon as possible, really, while we're still early in the game. Should we say, do you think 20% as well for the buff decrease, or would that make things way too hard? 10% maybe? We can always see what works best. So I'm just going to copy those and change it to defense. So defense is allowed, don't use the percentages, use a flat number like 1 or 2. Okay. So we shouldn't do it as states then, if that's the case. Because I'm actually not sure how to do things with flat numbers. We can use the growing thing then. I don't know if that works with flat numbers, or I'm actually not sure how grow works, to be honest, but it's the easy one. I see what you're doing, ignore me. Yeah, I don't know how to do flat numbers. Percentage seems like the straightforward option, but we can always make it not too OP if you feel that, you know, it could, having it be 10% is too much. We can always test and change it though. If we feel it's OP. I've got in brackets here, if 2 OP make it only affect 1 fruit. So that's always an option, to make Limelight only affect 1 if we feel it is OP. It wasn't that I thought it would be overpowered, it's 10% of a defense so small that I'm assuming the game would round it. Oh, okay, so you feel, yeah, it needs to be a larger percentage then. Yeah, it's a tricky one then, how to do that. Maybe we should have stuck with the grow thing rather than do a stay. What do you reckon? I wish I understood grow more. Because +1, grow +1 means nothing to me. +1 what? There we go. Let's see what the tooltip says. Permanently raises a specified parameter, for example. This can be used in creating items such as fruit that gives a power up when eaten. So literally that's the flat number then. If I'm correct, then that is what we should be doing. We'll try this way then. So grow, defense and magic defense. But by +1, that might not be enough. Should we increase it by 2? Because defense, if it's 3, maybe we'd want it to go up to 5. That might be too OP. We might want to keep it as 1, but we can always test and see. So I wondered what grow was, but it seems that that's literally the flat number. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. And does anything else need changing? He should be using lemon squeeze just once every 5 turns. I haven't actually been keeping a close eye on Lemon to see if he has been. But how I set it up, he should be. Okay, I need to get rid of Lemonade from here. I don't think we need it as a skill. Maybe that's why he's been using it twice. Because we've got it as a skill. Because we got it set up in the troops, we don't need it there now. Let's see how that works now. Things might be better now we got some potions and change things a little bit. We'll see. So think of it like this. For every point that you increase defense, that is 1 less damage that will be dealt. Okay. So because it's so small at the moment, we're only hitting with like 7 and things like that. That's very noticeable, even that 1 point. But as things get stronger, it won't be as noticeable when we get to later dungeons and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to equip everybody and we'll do another save game. Because then, you know, it does save us from doing this every time. Have we got the potions as well? Yeah, we have. And I think we're going to think of a cooler name than potions, aren't we? For what they're going to, for that, we'll think of our unique Raindrop Chronicles word for potions. I'm even thinking episode 1, because this is episode 1. We might even give Raindrop Chronicles a subtitle for episode 1. If we want to be super fancy and stuff. You know, create a new fancy logo with the subtitle. I was thinking about that the other day. Giving our episodes subtitles. Thunderwater. For a potion. Ooh. Oh yeah, well I think we'll probably, it'll be fun to do that and we'll probably end up doing polls, I assume. But keep all your ideas in mind for sure, don't forget. A blue peeled with 10 I saw. Yeah, we need that dialogue box moving across too. Is it, did it say, is it twice? I don't know what's going on here. See, I like it when he hits the one that hit him. But he is using it twice. He shouldn't be doing that. I think my theory on why he's using it twice is because of the event pages. We've got him less than, we've hit, like, you know, got less than 80% and 60% in one hit, so he's doing it twice for that reason, I think. So we might need to get rid of some event pages in that case. Now he's got lower HP. Blueberry dead. Right, so Rose needs a potion, first of all. I want to see if I can kill all these, you know, without getting game over. I'd be pretty proud. Oh, Rose is dead now and I haven't got any Phoenix Downs. Damn it. Gotta rely on you, Jesus, to do this. I should have put some Phoenix Downs in, shouldn't I? And that's, we're definitely not gonna call them Phoenix Downs either. It's very hard, Jesus, to do this alone. I don't think we're gonna do it. Wow, we're only attacking Apple with 1 hit point. What has happened? I mean, tomato. Jesus has debuff on him. Yeah, this is it. It's gone impossible now. What has happened there? What has gone wrong? Why is our defense buff just stacking and all being way too strong or something? I'm not sure how that's come about, but we need to change something for sure. It's not on the screen. Oh no, I didn't have it up. There's me rambling and you can't even see what's going on. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'll just explain what happened. The defense, I was hitting tomato and 0 and 1 hit. You know, it was too strong. Tomato wasn't dying. I killed Blueberry though. And Rose died, so we need to get to equip some Phoenix Downs as well. Looks like they're not called Phoenix Down. Not on the screen. I got carried away with myself. We could do it again, but definitely. Okay, so stimulant is the heal for reviving. Okay, so let's give ourselves some of those. There we go. So if someone dies, we can revive them then. Right. Now let's sort out what went wrong. Lemon is still hitting twice, which isn't good either. That's making it harder for us if Lemon's hitting twice. I think the reason why... Blueberry only has 15 HP now. 16 HP, should I say. And that means he's dead in like 3 hits. So we don't need as many event pages as this. So we should have 66, 75%, 50% and 25% maybe. Should be the ones. Maybe that'll work. Gross is permanent, I think, yes. So let's have a look. And Lemon, because he's using it all the time, which he is, because he only uses that once every 5 turns, he's literally using Limelight constantly. And if it's growing +2 every single time, you know, I wonder. And we have got stacks in brackets, so it is meant to stack, but it's that's so dangerous. We definitely can't have it in +2. It does say if 2 OP make it only affect 1 fruit, so maybe we should do that. Maybe we should change it to +1 growth and make it just affect 1 fruit. What do you reckon? Because at the moment it is lethal. Absolutely lethal. It might still be 2 OP even like this. So maybe at the bus set to only get used to only get used once or twice total. We could do that, but then what would lemon do then? It's not got any use. It would only use lemon squeeze 1 every 5 turns. And protect blueberry. Maybe that's okay if he just stands there and does that and doesn't do much else. It's not like, I mean, the fruits don't have to always hit every turn. So maybe we should set it up like that. We could still have it as all allies, but yeah, only use it twice then. Because I think it's better affecting the whole group. It just makes it a bit more powerful. But we should put a limit. Maybe we should make it cost MP. This is literally the easiest way of doing it. Give him 10 HP. I mean 10 MP. And make it cost 5, and then he can only use it twice. And then yes, the most the party will get is a +2 as a group, and no more than that. Inquisitor, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. What if he just makes one fruit completely invulnerable for 1 round? That's quite an interesting mechanic, actually. I actually like that one. Because it's a bit tactical. The player has to pay attention to which fruit's invulnerable. You know what I mean? I like that. Probably more than the way we've got it. So if we're going to do that, how are we going to go about that? Invulnerability, that's a mechanic I'm not sure how to go about. Would it be a state for 1? I imagine it'd be a state. So let's just get rid of the MP cost thing here, because we don't. I like this idea, Zexy. I very much like it. So I want to try and attempt doing it this way. So we don't want that anymore. So you say for 1 whole turn, so it would be that, I believe. I'll just call it invulnerable. Oh gosh, that is not the right spelling. Invulnerable. There we go. Let's see. And if they've all got 3, they've all got 3 defense, haven't they? So we could just do grow defense +3. My brain's mush now. I'm thinking how to make him immune. There might be an easy way to do it, but because I'm new to this mechanic, I don't know. I would create a status that sets the physical damage taken to 0, and then have a lemon apply its status for 1 round with text indicating to player that lemon is guarding that fruit. Oh, you think there should be some indication? Or an icon. Or we could have an icon. We could just have an icon above the fruit that is protected, maybe. Okay, so physical damage. Let's get it. Or defense. Defense and magic defense, even. Because I don't know. Physical damage? I'm confused. Hit rate? There's so many words, I don't know what they mean. Oh, there it is, physical damage. Oh, there we go. Just didn't know where it was. There we go. 1 So we don't necessarily have to have it. Well, I think that will do it so it comes off at the end of one turn. But we could give it an icon just to see. What's a good... Yeah, we use the shield for now as our placeholder. You got it, yay! Yeah, I got it in the end. But thank you for your help, Sexy. Is there anything else that we need to set up properly? Right, get rid of the grow now. Add the state. Invulnerable to one ally, a random ally. And I think that would work. I think that's fine because we have it set up in the states to go off after one turn. So we could always test it and see. We'll see how it goes now. And oh yeah, we need to make sure we pick up the Phoenix Downs. And this time I'll make sure to show you the test play. I'm gonna go back on the old one now because I don't want to end up with double the items in our stuff. But I'll definitely save it. Yep, that's cool. Let's save it again. Fingers crossed this goes well. Let's hope we kill him. We'll kill him before the end of the stream. We'll kill these meanie fruits. Oh yeah, we didn't... The lemon's still going to hit twice though, I think. Because we didn't change the event pages. So yeah, that's... Lemon's a bit OP still because of that. Okay, so apparently the tomato is invulnerable. We'll test and see. Okay, it went off him. I think we need to have it there for 2 turns, don't we? Because it goes off too fast before we get a chance to get our hit in. Because I wanted to test that, but we didn't get a chance because it went off. Looks like Lemon is counter-attacking once, then taking his turn. Yeah. I got rid of it as an actual skill though, so I don't know, I think it's the event pages. Because all Lemon should be using is his attack and his defense invulnerable buff thing. It requires a free plugin that is super helpful in expanding your own battle events. Essentially, it allows you to add any event conditioner as a battle event condition so you can run moment events without self-locking the game. Tutorials is on the skills page in Discord. Thank you, Ali. Thank you very much. I'll have a little look at that. Is RPG Maker super easy to use? I'd say you have to be like tech savvy enough to understand programs. But if you are, you'll probably pick it up quite easily. Okay, so we dead still. We still died. I didn't heal myself. It's my own fault. But we're going to carry on doing some balancing and stuff tomorrow. We have sorted out some of the skills. It's such a big, complicated battle with so many skills and a lot going on that it's not going to be done in one stream. We'll probably need tomorrow to get an idea to sort it out, but we did fix some things that were a problem, but there's still a lot more to still fix, such as the Lemon's counter attack that's currently broken, and with him attacking twice like that, we're definitely going to die quite fast. Have you ever decided to use a different engine? Nope, certainly not. This is perfect for for the nature of our project. I legitimately feel like a very different amount of progress was made in today's stream. Yeah, I feel so too, Zexy. I mean, we also came up with all the skill names. I'll admit it, I didn't think we'd have all the skill names sorted in one stream. I thought that might take a few streams. We've had a chat, we've discussed some of the skills and we fixed some of them, so that's good progress. And obviously we still got to make things pretty, add some fancy animations and action sequences and that, because it's a little bit basic at the moment, but mechanics are always first job. Yay. And hi Save and Cross, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? It's good to meet you. You're fantastic, by the way. Yeah, Zexion Elite, you guys have become very valuable here. I appreciate you. Hello from Australia. Oh, you're from the Aussie land. Well, it's good to meet you. Well, I'm from England. But guys, guess what? It's time for stream to end. I'm going to save things. We've got one more stream though before my Christmas break, and that is tomorrow, so don't miss it. We'll be carrying on with what we was doing today, I'd say. We'll carry on with what we was doing today, tomorrow. Be super awesome if we can get this part of the battle sorted before we finish, and then when I come back for the new year, we can carry on and do more, and we do some other stuff like Carol the Barrel. We'll revisit Carol the Barrel, do some cutscenes, dialogue, flashback sequence, part B. But yes, January is going to be a very productive month, I hope. I feel like this month's been quite productive considering. I say we haven't done much or made much progress this month, but when you think about it, we didn't know who the first boss was before this month, did we? I believe. That was only a decision we've made this month. Thank you for the follow, Noble. Welcome. I appreciate that. So guys, I'm going to give you a few little links before we head off. TY for follow, yay. If you're intrigued about our game story, I've started a YouTube series called The Story So Far. It'll tell all you guys what's happened so far in the game, story-wise. Be a good little bite-sized videos to catch up with things, so you know what's going on. We've only got one so far because we're still very early in the game, but there'll be more over the course of the development. And yeah, the bot has just said as well what our game's about. But I'll be back tomorrow. Guys. So I appreciate you. I do have to rush off today. So no raid today. I'll see you tomorrow. See you all tomorrow, guys. You're all amazing and have an awesome Tuesday. Thanks for all your help and for all the awesome pun skill ideas. Join the Discord if you want to hang out. Yeah, yes, join the Discord if you want to hang out, guys. And it's been good to meet your new faces today. Hope to see you all again. You're all awesome. Some nice people here today. No trolls. Huzzah. Take care. Bye-bye. Well, we don't get trolls much here. Most of the time, everybody's very nice. Appreciate you all. Have an awesome day and see you tomorrow. Bye.